What's up, everybody? Welcome to a Sunday edition of The Squeeze. I am Tyler Connie, and welcome back. I apologize for a lack of a video yesterday. Had some folks over on Friday night to watch the NBA Finals Game 4. Had a little bit of a watch party. Shout out to BetStamp for sponsoring that. Woke up yesterday morning and didn't have a voice. And as you can tell, I still kind of don't. Our 1-year-old is a little bit under the weather, which means the house is a little bit under the weather. So if I sound slightly more nasally than usual, or if my voice cracks today, that is why. So I apologize. There was not a video yesterday, but we are back on a Sunday. And we're up 1 unit on the week, so we want to finish this week off strong. We've got 3 bets. We've got CFL, we've got MLS, and we've got Major League Baseball. Before we get to that, I just want to quickly touch on this QR code that's on the screen if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching or listening, the link is in the description as well. This code is going to take you to the sign-up offers for the best sportsbooks recommended by me. So the bets that I talk about today. If you're interested in getting those lines, getting those odds, hit that QR code. My picks are always free. My breakdowns are always free. So if you do want to help out, you can either subscribe to the channel or you can use that QR code when you sign up for a new sportsbook. Okay, we're going to start in Major League Baseball. You saw the thumbnail. It's Kevin Gausman. You see the jersey. It's Blue Jays. Taking the Blue Jays on the run line here. So win by 2 or more. It's plus 105 at Betway. Jays Simber blew it yesterday. They were winning 3-1 heading into the 8th inning. They gave up a 3-run home run and a grand slam. Gave up 7 runs in the 8th inning and lose the game 9-4. They've lost the first 2 games of this series to the Minnesota Twins by a score of 3-2 and by a score of 9-4. Kevin Gausman is their best pitcher this season, and I'm looking for a big bounce back win at home and for them to finally take a game in this series. I believe it is the last game of this series. Let's see what the Jays are up to next. Yeah, it's the last game of this series, and then they head to Baltimore. So Jays need a big home win here, a big home win on a Sunday. They've been pretty good at home, 18-13, 18-17 on the road. As I mentioned, Kevin Gausman gets the start today. He's been exceptional. His last time out, he went 7 innings against the Houston Astros, gave up 1 while striking out 13. Before that, he went 6 2/3 against Milwaukee, did not give up an earned run at all, struck out 11. In his last 3 starts, he struck out 13, 11, and 8. He also has 10 strikeouts. That was in a loss to the New York Yankees, but he still went 7 innings and only gave up 2. So in his last 10 starts, he's averaging 6 innings. Going for the Twins today is Louis Varland. He hasn't been too bad. He's got an ERA of 4.4 this season across 8 starts. His last time out, he did get shelled by the Tampa Rays. He went 6 innings, gave up 7, and walked 4. So I think Kevin Gausman is primed to have the Jays get the last game of this series, bounce back. They're 7-3 in their last 10 games, so they've been playing well. Yesterday was just, I don't know what's going on with their bullpen. Their bullpen is not great. Then you factor in Manoah not being in the rotation anymore, which is a good thing, but it does affect everything else. But I think the Blue Jays get a big bounce-back win here on a Sunday. They win this on the run line. So give me the Blue Jays run line plus 105 at Betway. Next up, we're going to go to, what is the next bet? It is the CFL. We're 2-0 in CFL bets this year so far already. So 2 of the first, I didn't bet yesterday, which was Montreal-Ottawa. But this game here between the Riders and the Elks, I like this to go over. So the Riders are favored, the Elks are favored by 2 to 2.5. I like the Roughriders here either on the money line or plus 2.5. I think the Roughriders are the better team. I'll probably sprinkle some of that as well. Last year, Saskatchewan was 6-12. They did miss the playoffs. They've got a very, very powerful defense still, which is anchored by players like Mario Alford and Brett Lothar. It's just going to come down to one thing. They've got a new quarterback behind center. That's Trevor Harris. Can he be protected? Is their offensive line any good? The preseason was a bit interesting with what their offensive line did, but I do think that Trevor Harris is an exceptional talent. Then you look at Edmonton. They were the second worst team. They were the worst team last year with Ottawa. They were 4-14. They did make early cuts in the preseason, so they've been playing with the same roster for a while now, which could be good, and they are playing at home. Edmonton is a raucous crowd, certainly, so I lean towards Saskatchewan, but I do like more towards this just being an offensive matchup. Trevor Harris played for Edmonton previously, so that's going to be interesting. They also had the league's worth defense last year. Edmonton did. They did try to fix both sides of the ball, but I just don't think that they've improved that much. The Elks did upgrade their offensive firepower significantly, though, and I think that they're going to be able to attack Saskatchewan. So even though the Roughriders had the best defense last year, I don't know if that's going to carry through. It's going to be interesting to see, but I just like this game to go over 45 points. I like the push potential at 45. If it lands like 24, 21, something to that effect. But I'm taking the Roughriders and the Elks to go over 45 points. And that is minus 110 at Caesars. I just think that these two teams are going to be able to light up the scoreboard. And your last bet of the day, we go to Major League Soccer. We've got the LA Galaxy at St. Louis City SC. And I'm taking St. Louis, man. They're 9-5-1 this season. They are coming off a loss, but they're going against the LA Galaxy, who are coming off a win. Galaxy are 3-9-3 this year. So St. Louis coming off a loss, which means I like for them to rebound and get a win. LA coming off a win, I like for them to rebound and get the loss. LA is 1-5-2 away from Los Angeles this season, whereas St. Louis, when they're at home, 6-2-0. You know, you got to like that. St. Louis has the number 1 ranked defense in Major League Soccer, and they've got the number 2 ranked offense in Major League Soccer. When you go to the Galaxy, they have the 27th ranked offense and the 24th ranked defense. St. Louis should be able to score on LA. The last time these two teams played was dating back to last season, and it was a 0-0 drop. I don't expect that to happen this time around at all. LA won 3-2. They've lost 1-0, lost 3-0, lost 2-0. So aside from their win last time out, it was 3 straight shutouts. And then you look at St. Louis, they did lose 2-0, as I mentioned, at Dallas last time. But their 3 games previous to that, 3-0 win, 3-1 win, 4-1 win. When they win, they win big. They've won 5-1 against Cincinnati already as well. So I think this is going to be a big bounce back game. It's a 1 o'clock start, which could be interesting because they're in a different time zone. LA is going to be starting even earlier than normal. So I like the St. Louis City SC straight up on the money line. That's minus 103 at Caesars. Again, hit that QR code if you want to sign up for Caesars or for Betway or any other sports books to get the best promo offers. And those are your bets for Sunday. Give me the Toronto Blue Jays on the run line. That is plus 105 at Betway. Give me the Saskatchewan Roughriders and the Edmonton Elks to go over 45 for minus 110 at Caesars. And give me St. Louis City SC minus 103 at Caesars on the money line. As always, drop a comment if you're fading or following. You can follow me on Twitter at Tyler Connian for more picks and props throughout the day. TikTok and Instagram for just the picks portions, and your audio is on Spotify and on Apple. Have a great Sunday, and let's talk sports.